Okay guys, we're back on the Jaguar bass. Really nice little bass guitar. We're very simply putting out a new switch on it that we got from Fender Parts. And I never would put on an aftermarket part on these guitars. The switches are just terrible. You know, anything that's not marked Fender, I don't want even to look at it. Because they are not going to fit for the flip. Okay? So if you look at this one, it's got the extended eyelets, which are nice, right, compared to what the original has on it. But it will fit this guitar. Okie dokie. And it's made very well. Much more so than the one that actually came with it. Okay? So they actually upgrade their parts, which I like. Nice, solid contact. But the eyelets what makes the big difference. Those are huge. Makes it much easier to go in here and rewire this thing. Okie dokie. So hang in there while I set up my soldering iron and take this old part out and put the new one in. Okay, let's do a sound check on this. Now remember guys, I got fans, air conditioner going. Plus I'm soldering, so I've got my mask on today. Because these things smoke up a bit. And I don't want to inhale the solder. The problem today is it's awful humid. And I'm fogging up my reading glasses, my magnifying glasses, darn it. Okay, so the first black ones go to the black side. First two tips. Just like that. So they're crossed. Okay? And it didn't smoke, so I can take this doggone mask off. Wow! Is that a pain in the ass? But it is for safety's sakes. And my wife insists I use it. Because she's seen this solder just billow up on me and it's like, whoa. It's a little bit much. Okay, so the first one goes this top lug right here, like this, all by its lonesome. And the second one goes to the second lug. So I'm going to put those together first so I don't lose track of them. Now what I do guys, I normally take a picture, which I did do on this case. But anything I'm different, or anything I'm doing differently for the day. And this is kind of unique. I've not worked on one of these before, on these switches. So I've gone ahead and I've taken several pictures just to make sure I don't put these on the wrong spots. Okay? That would be a nightmare. Because once you get it done, you button it up and it should be finished. But it's going pretty well right this minute. And what I'll do, I won't use the old legs I used to crosswire this with, or for jumpers. I'll get some capacitor legs off my scrap bunch and put those on there. You can see this stuff does smoke up. And what I gotta do is set up this leg here, this is a jumper leg, and get it in place to hold it. And I don't want to bend anything right now for fear of breaking that little leg off, because I ordered 3 of these parts just in case. They're very cheap. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now the trick is, get the one leg down and solid without moving it around too much. You get trapped in the solder like that. Let that cool. And this other wire that we're using from the other side, I can actually take it outside. There's all these messy loops and connect it in with this jumper I want to capture that with some solder. Put that on both sides. Yeah, let's fill up that little gap there a little bit better than that. Just a little bit open. So I can flow a little bit more in there to fill that hole, that eyelet. Just like that. Now it's completely closed. So that's going nowhere. And next, let me go ahead and set this in place and screw it in so that I'm going to attach the last jumper to the part beside it. So hang in there. Alright, I put the part in upside down inside the route itself so you can get it in here. I got to put some pressure on this one leg to open up the solder. So I can put this jumper through it, just like this. And heat that up and push it through, just like that. Alright, there it's through it. And I don't know if it's attached or not. The solder cooled. It may have. And that did. Okay, so I got to just bring it back to the other loop and then I'm done. I'm going to flip this baby up, put it back in the body and test that circuit. Okay? Alright, so that's not going anywhere. Let's just test it to be sure. Yeah, that's in there solid now. So it's back the way it's supposed to be with the new part on it. This old part just completely just fell apart, just I guess from use or age or whatever, or planned obsolescence. But we give those whole parts back. You know, some shops will not give your old parts back to you, but I do. And it's more or less, you know, some people won't trust you. So I'd rather go ahead and have the part saved. Here's the new part over here on this side. I just save the old parts and give them back. See, this is what we replaced. And brother, some of these amplifiers I worked on lately, they have just, God, dozens of parts that come off of them. You know, 30, 40 parts, like damn. Okay, so we gotta match that up. And I gotta make sure that I do this right. And I'll have to test it to make sure there's no problems with it. You know, as far as the switch is concerned. Woo! Okay guys, just had a little power kick on with the air outside the house kicked in. Not for the shop. Sorry for the noise again, guys. I'm trying to do my best to get that settled. And I'm not really sure to have a microphone that will cut this down from stereo to mono. But I'm putting the pick guard back on the Jaguar bass. I already replaced the switch on it. Showed you how to do that. Very simple little operation. Now the only thing that wasn't real clear was why the switch is bigger. Why is this new switch got a bigger fingerprint to it, or a bigger flipper switch? I don't know. So they would have copied it exactly. And I guess if you were a purist, you would have taken the switch apart and put the old size back on, but I'm not that crazy. Take it apart and have a chance of ruining it. And I actually did place an order for 2, and they only had 3 total, but the first order didn't go through properly. So it kind of stopped the darn part from coming through with the 2 I ordered, and kept them where they were, and didn't allow me to order 3. I want backup on these things in case this happens again, because it took 5 whole days to get that part in here for Fender. And that's a little too long, guys. Okie dokie. So now, pick guard's going back in. I'm getting this settled up as quick as I can. Put these strings back on, set this bass up. make it look right and nice. Okay? And this pick guard doesn't fit this thing just, you know, perfectly either. He chose these Dunlops to use on it, 45 105s. This was a good choice, I think. Pretty commercial. Okay, so what's going to happen is, guys, I got to pull that string through the bridge itself to the back of it, and then bring it in through here. But before that, I think I'm going to see what I can do about tightening these up, because they're on the loose side. Well, that's just the way it's going to have to be. They're already tight. Just a lot of slop on this thing. And that's kind of odd, because these are good bass guitars. Usually, you don't see that type of play. You know, that wiggle. That's kind of odd for these. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how I do this, string these things up, by starting out with this 105. Okie dokie. And how much extra I'll leave on here. Now these come with extenders on them. Right, these are very long basses, all right, which I'll end up cutting most of that off. But what you do, you come and stick it through this hole here in the tuner itself, and then wrap it around with a counter wrap to get it, you know, set up properly. Okay, so hang in there while I get the string through the bridge, and I'll show you what I'm doing on this end of it. Okay, we're still on. Okay, what I'm going to do, guys, on these bass strings, I'll take it up to the next, well, skip one and go to the next tuner. Cut it right there and bring it back, making sure I leave enough on there to twist this, you know, around the wrap at least a few times, okay? And I don't play anything games with this. I just use my own hands to do this with. But what I want it to be is each consecutive wrap pushes the one up above it up to tighten up on that string just sitting inside that gap, okay? And there's nothing fancy about it. Don't wrap it through a dozen times, do anything, you know, tricky about it. Just to do it. It's very simple. Just put it through there, twist it one time, and don't bring it back through and, you know, make it bite or anything. Because once it's in there, it's in there. Okay, all of them are strung up now. No problems there. Alrighty, and now's the time to go ahead and start working on the action. And I think I'll start with the measurements. Get a measurement on the 12th fret. I know there's no relief on the guitar. I've already checked that. There's zero relief. And go through it. Get that those strings up at least 4/64 where they belong. Get them off touching the pickups. All right, so I've got this one almost squared away at 6/64, but as you can see, I've got to adjust the other side as well and bring it up. You get to these level with one another, and this one is just way, way too low. I've got to bring it up to at least 5/64. Here from buzzing. The one thing the only string adjustment on this thing that was about right is the last string. You know, it's about the right height. But you could do with some, you know, adjusting too. It needs to come up a little bit. Just a few turns. And of course I can always lower them back down again. That's not a problem. So here we are back again. Let's check these. Well, let's tune it up first. On these bass guitars, I like to use my iPhone and use a tuning app that's on there. Too low. That's not working too well right now. Try the A. So the next step is to change the relief on this neck. It doesn't have any relief whatsoever. But I think the big problem is the nut's worn out. It's been shaved down to nothing and it barely holds the strings in place. So I'll try to save this guitar any more work to it by giving it some relief on the neck and going from there. But I'll check it first to see exactly how much we've got and how much we don't have by using a capo. Okay, so I've got the capo on the first fret. What I'll do is I'll play the 17th fret and put the feeler gauge at the 12th and see what I come up with. I get any gap whatsoever. I kind of doubt that I will. So there's 12, 15, 17. There's 1600. Oh man, this is just way too low. There's no, like I said before, there's no relief on his neck whatsoever. Can't even get 16ths in there. That's just way too tight. You know, on this type of neck, I think, let's see what the radius is. I think it's, well, I'm not really sure, but anyway, that's just not enough relief on this neck. So what I gotta do is detune it again. Okay, that's what's fun about this. I'm not even intonated it yet. I can't until I get this straightened out. Fret buzz go away. Now will this get rid of all the fret buzz? No, because the nut's worn out. Alright, someone's chopped it down to nothing. Well, I've got to do first of all get the strings out of the way so I can adjust the neck. So that's why I put all these loops on these strings so there's no issue there. No issue, no tissue. No crying, okay? Basically what I'm saying. I'll get these out of the way, put them behind the tree. Like this, guys. I'll put those strings behind the tree so I have enough room in here to work that truss rod. Okay? Hang in there. It may start creaking and cracking. And by the looks of it, it's a small one, I think. Let's see, you got in there. Well, it looks like it's never been turned, so it's pristine in its shape, its hexagon shape. That's good. Let's see if this is it. That's it. Okay, so now we can actually go in there and put some relief on this neck. Alright. Well, it's moving very nice and smoothly. Let's make sure it's moving, not just turning. Well, a lot of old polish in this thing. So I've got to reach in there with something sharp and give me a lot of color so I can see if it's actually turning or just, you know, jerking me around. So I'll take a marker and try to reach in there and touch part of that surface. Aha, did it. So it gives me a location spot so I can see exactly how many turns I make with this. And of course if it's turning or just slipping. Okay? Alright, so I only turned it like a half. Let's go a full turn on it. Alrighty. What are you seeing down there? Alright, let's go with a full turn on it to loosen this thing up, get some relief. And that's a lot of relief. Okay? I'm surprised it's not relieved already. That's just, wow. Let's check to make sure it's not broken off in there. Well, let's turn. that head's turning. But let's see if we get any relief on the neck at all. I'm kind of down. I think maybe the truss rod's broken. No, it'll give me a little bit of relief. With the strings, it may give me some, so it's not totally broken. I'll take that back. It's broken. It's not moving at all. Maybe with the strings it'll help it some, but this thing has got a problem with the truss rod. It's not working. I'm getting relief at all. Shit. I hate telling people that. Especially after all the work I've done this time. It's so hard. Alright, so let's tune it back up again. Now with the truss rod loose like that, these strings, as strong as they are, may have an opportunity to pull this thing over and put some gap in here for this guitar, you know, over some time. Okay, guys, what I forgot to do here real quick is check the height of these pickups. And you can see that's about right. I'm pretty sure this other one's going to be a little low. Yeah, that's a lot low. That's way too high on the back pickup. On both sides, I'm picking the strings up. Okay, so we got to lower this back side by doing this so it doesn't buzz on him. A little bit on this one too. And I'll check it. Oh, that's better. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's a little too high. That's got to come down a little bit. Alright, so the pickups now are adjusted. And depending on how you play it, it's going to buzz or not buzz, but I've done everything I can to it, get that buzz go away from there and not have crazy high action on this guitar. So, there it is, the Jaguar. Setup's all finished, the switch has been replaced and repaired, so next time you hear it, he'll be playing it. Okay guys, we just finished working on his Jaguar, getting it all set up and fixed up. Very beautiful little bass guitar. Tell us about how you like the work. Is it pretty good?
The work is amazing. Everything about it feels good. It sounds great. I had some questions about the setup process, but he told me what I should do, and I'm satisfied with it. It's amazing.
Cool, cool. Okay, tell us about your band or yourself.
Well, I'm Gary Atkinson. I'm from Portland, Oregon. I moved out here to Dallas to do some music, and I have a band called Scruff. Love My Scruff. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, everything at Love My Scruff. Cool,
cool. Now, what's your brother? Introduce that.
Hey, brother, right there.
Say hello.
That's Bo Dub. He's the face of Scruff.
What does he play in the band?
Piano and lead vocals.
Cool, cool. Okay, let's hear from your guitar or your bass. Let's hear it speak.
Let's see what happens with it.
Keep playing.
I like it.
Cool. Well, it sounds great.
It does. It sounds really good.
That's a nice bass guitar, buddy. Very nice. All right. Well, guys, any questions? Give me a holler. Dave in Texas. Bye. Say bye.
Bye, everybody.
Say bye.